Appsumo, the last call, different products, all of those things. So if you're looking for what to buy in the Appsumo store or see what we're building tonight, come with me. Yeah, let's try that again. Come with me. All right, y'all. So again, welcome to everyone. Make sure that you let me know where you're watching this from. If you're on the Appsumo channel for YouTube, if you're on in the Facebook group, if you're on Build With Me, the channel over there, let me know where you're going to be calling in from and watching this from. So, okay, again, like I said, tonight we're going to be over looking at last call, all the different things going to be leaving Appsumo soon. So I'm going to be previewing what I'm using for my business, what I'm doing for my clients. Also, too, if you're looking for other deals, we might have time and talk about what's in the store as well. So let me know what you're working on, what kind of business you're running, and what you're looking forward to. Okay, so I'm going to go with a quick preview. Daniel, watch from YouTube. That's exactly right. Great to see you, my friend. In Australia, what time is it? Like 10 in the morning? Something like that. Mark should be here from Australia as well in a moment. Thank you so much for being here tonight. So, or morning for you. So let's take a look at what we've got in store for last call. A couple different products here, and let's dive right into it, right? So we got, yay, images. We've got that going on. We've got Happy Scribe, Zigio, Linguist. Oh, it's 12:20 on Thursday. Okay, good times. Watching this around noon. This is what I like seeing. Also, we're looking at Better Uptime, a game changer. If you're an agency owner, if I do say myself, also BCast and Attention Insight. Okay, so we're going to go through a couple different ones if you're thinking about getting them and opportunities, how you can be using in your own business or how to start a business or a side hustle with some of these tools. So let's get right into it. Let's start with Attention Insight. Now, we've talked about this tool a couple times on the past live streams because there's just so many good applications for this. The reason I'm really excited about Attention Insight, if I'm thinking about a really easy kind of side hustle or extra gig that I can add on top of my retainer or monthly services, I can use Attention Insight. Now, what exactly is this product? Well, this allows you to have use AI heat map to know instantly what users will notice on your design. This is great if you're giving insight for your client or something like that. I'm all about it. Irrational Times, what's the number to call in? You know what? We should have a call in. I'm going to work on that. Irrational Times, let me know. Email me if you really want to call in or something like that. Maybe we'll have to get you in on Skype or something. That would be awesome. I said that, just, I don't know. Maybe I should have not been so misleading. But message me and we'll try to get you on the show. If not tonight, we'll try to do it next time. But yeah, that would be awesome. Maybe if you leave me a voice message, I can play it during the show. Something like that. Email me. But that's a really good question. Maybe we should make this a call-in show. Then I would have to use Discord and bring all that up. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, so Attention Insight. Again, I would use this if... Erica, great to see you. I would use this if I'm trying to build out a side hustle and I'm going to just give them some tips on their business, on what they're trying to do. I definitely use this bad boy. Okay, it's easy to use. I can have the monitoring is so easy. Let me pull this up for a second, and I could charge easily an extra $50, $75 a month just having that. Yeah, I'm thinking if we get in touch with me, please. Rational Times, get in touch with me. But I would love to have something like that. If we did a call-in show, we'd have to use Discord and have a different audio and everything, but I'm all for it. But I love how Attention Insight changed their site again, but I'm all for it. So let's take a look at what it looks like in the back end. Danny calling in from Governors. Rich Far. Let's see. Long Island. Wait, I don't know what's going on. Rich Vios will be at Governors in Long Island. I don't know what that means. But I'm glad that's happening in November. Let's see about this. Vaughn saying, I want to be sumo. Is that the right product for me? I don't know what that is. Ryan Cooper saying, can I put it on Cretic? Are we talking about the same thing? Are we talking about attention insight? I'm getting a lot of weird messages at once. Tell me what's going on over here. If I'm missing something in the chat, tell me that I'm like missing something. Or am I just getting spammed in the chat right now? Let me know what's going on. So, attention insight. When you're having this, what you can do is a couple things. First, you create what you want to see or what you want to examine to look at a landing page or look at that page. Afterwards, I can then bring up the image and see where the heat map would be. And then there's a couple areas that I can improve. Either make them links. I can see that this might have more attention, change some things. I really, really like this format. And then what I could do with this is I can download it, send it to my clients, and then let them know, hey, this is what I would change. Now, if I'm actually doing the front end dev stuff, I can suggest it and then do it, or I can send this to their team and they execute it, which means it saves me time and energy. But just having these reports, I mean, game changer. I love this. Add another $50 to your bottom line. Love that. Let's see. Is this not a sumo wrestling supplement? I don't think so, Vaughn. I mean, listen, what you do for sumo wrestling, I guess you could do something with it. It would be a stretch, but you do what's comfortable for you, my friend. Is there a list of products you are reviewing? Actually, yes. So right now I'm reviewing everything in Last Call. Everything in Last Call. Dixie, I'm not sure if you... I'm personally not into anime girls solely, but I do like anime. So this is Loot Crate. So this is actually a real website. But thank you for... I mean, Dixie, you do what you need to do. But actually, it's a geek subscription box service. So that's what it is, Loot Crate. But you do what you need to do, man. Katie Reed, I'll help review. Okay. Well, you let me know what you want to review, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna drop in the chat the Appsumo.com. It's the last calls or last call. So who is it? Jackson? You were talking about what am I reviewing? You're gonna see all of that on that page. Hillbilly Harry, you gotta stop drinking. You gotta stop drinking. Yeah. Don't worry. Last call is good stuff, but no problem, Jackson. Yeah, so Katie Reed, check out appsumo.com/tool/last call, and you're going to see the tools that we're reviewing tonight. Yeah. But Hillbilly Harry, you got to stop drinking tonight. It's only Wednesday. And Baked in Alaska. Never. Teddy, you're a bad influence. And stop telling Harry to drink. All right. So you got all that stuff. That's good. Now, if anyone's asking what I'm drinking, nothing alcoholic tonight. No scotch. Rick, that was a Sunday. I only drink on the weekends for the most part. I'm just drinking Red Bull, everyone. Red Bull. But again, as we always say in every episode, if anyone has any sponsorship deals with Red Bull or knows any of the CMOs or reps that would like to get me a sponsorship with Red Bull, let me know. So, now that the alcohol talk is out of the way, we're going to go on with the review. Hillbilly, no, we're not drinking anything. What else do we have? And I don't want to hear anything about the diabetes. Evil Lane, I don't want to hear it. Okay? This chat is just rowdy on a Wednesday night. You people, it's just too much. So, all right. So as we go through this, that's attention insight. That's what I would go with for sure. Yeah, don't pressure me. So yeah. So number one, attention insight. I would use this again. If anyone's trying to do a agency or anything like that, I'm going for it. There we go. Avant Garden, Nice 90s play with the last call with Carson Daly. Is Carson Daly still on the air, though? I'm not sure if he still goes with that. I'm not sure, but he might. So, okay. So enough of this. So attention insight, again, great stuff. I would use it. Let's go with the next one. Someone asked me about Zigaro. Let's talk about this for a moment. Okay. CK, if that helped you with your CBD addiction, you got to, that's all you, man. Happens. Now, this one right here, if we're looking at this, a scalable video solution, who asked me about this? Someone asked me about this in the comments earlier. CK asked me about this. Okay, so it talks about a video solution that lets you record, customize, share, and host. This reminds me of a lot of other services that have been on Appsumo before as well. What I'm trying to, I would say, what's the point? What are you trying to do with this, right? Are you trying to replace something already existing? Are you trying to send this to clients for secure? What are you trying to do? So again, I would have to know in the chat, CK, if you're trying to do this. Yeah. Hillbilly, you got to stop talking about meth. We might have to censor you. I don't know what's going on. Dixie Crush, what we talk about here is all products, all different things for your business. And Ted, I'm sorry for your misfortune. See a doctor for that. So, Katie, again, Appsumo just brings in different deals. Yep. And it's all about your business. Yes, it is. So this one, so we're asking what the difference is for this one other than like Zoom or Hangouts. This is going to be specifically for, you can do a lot more things with this. Say, for instance, if you need to make it a lot more secure, if you're sending this to your clients, if you're sending this to your business, there's a lot of other things you can have. I like the Blues Brother reference. Would it work for secure lesson products? You know, to tell you the truth, it kind of depends. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at what we got here. Quarter player integration. Unlimited. Let's see. Now, what exactly, DJ, you're asking? For secure, I probably wouldn't go with it. This is me if I'm trying to scale. Now, does it have security? Probably 100%. I'm looking for the exact thing on their site. Maybe I'll check it. For me, I wouldn't have used this if I'm trying to build out and scale something for a business and I want multiple videos. I'm probably personally, I would use another platform like an LMS system versus this. If you're trying to scale. Now, if you're looking to test out something and you're having a smaller amount of people, I would use something like this. I would do something like that. Let's see. Yeah, Vaughn. So the difference is you're usually getting people that are coming in, companies that are coming in, pretty new. So instead of them going, instead of going for VC funding, they're going for something like this to invest into their company to have a cash infusion a lot of the times, so they can have more freedom. Now that's some choices that are some apps on Appsumo. I'm not speaking for all of them, but there's a lot of alternative why they're going to give such a deep discounted price. So it kind of depends. Are brown people welcome here? Chris? Anyway, let's see. Katie talks about, like, I do a big stream with callers. Would this be a good trade on other networks? Static Void, you're all right. You'll be good. Let's talk about that. Let's see about that. I don't. You're gonna have to tell me more, Katie. I'm not a salesman because I just use these products to get paid by my clients. So I know these products pretty well. So that's why I'm here. I love talking about Appsumo. I'd be here anyway. So that's what I'd go with that. Let's see. Yeah, Katie, it kind of depends. Kind of depends. Let's see. Static Voids is asking, you have AIDS? First of all, the grammatical, that whole sentence, static void, we need to work on this. Let's see. Now, someone is talking about, I feel like Ben Johnson would be a good spokesperson for you. He's a national treasure. I don't know who that is. I don't know who this is. This is a very weird chat tonight. I feel like I feel like 50% are not doing anything with business perhaps. When Combat says black people make me uncomfortable, bro, that's all right. Listen, breathe a little bit. You'll be all right. Let's see. Katie talks about stop being hostile to chat. Then the chat can leave. Shoo. This isn't even hostile. Static Void, another way. Another person having trouble with black people. It's all right. Life will go on. Life will go on, guys. But if you're not here to try to make money and advance your business, bro, you came to the wrong chat. And Hillbilly Harry, we do not want to hear about you riding your skateboard naked anymore. No more. No more. We might have to ban some people. Let's see. Oh, Daryl brings up, I'm from the UK, interested in calling you about tech for development. Yeah, Daryl, of course, drop in right here. Let's see. Daryl. Let's see. Let me put that in there for Daryl. Okay, so let us get on with it. Okay, so we're going to go with this product again. So recordings in real time, we already kind of talked about it. If you're looking for something a little bit different, custom for your own clients, where you're having something where you're trying to be more secure or you're trying to have a great mobile experience, you might go with this. But again, it has its limitations. So I would say instead of just going with this, I would say, what are you trying to do? For example, if you're trying to embed something on your website and you want something that's not on YouTube or something like that, you might try this. If you're not paying for Wistia or something like that, this might be a good alternative for you. But again, it depends on what you're trying to do and why you need it. If I'm going for a large amount of video recordings, I would probably just go to an LMS like Podia or something like that. But it's totally up to you. Again, that's just my personal opinion on it. But, you know, why do you need it? That would be one thing. I will say this. Thank you, everyone, for everyone talking this much, because we just hit 100 messages already. We've only been on stream like 12 minutes. Oh, that's great. Let's see. DJ brings out, how many different platforms are you streaming on at once? What product do you use to do it? So I'm streaming on about 9 different platforms, I guess. So what I'm using is something called Restream, but you can do something with what's available on what's available on Appsumo right now. I'll check, but you can stream to multiple platforms at the same time. So if you go to restream.io, you can do the same exact thing. Let's see. Thanks, Christopher. So check that out. Let's see. Yeah, no problem, DJ. Let's see. What else do I need? Someone on Facebook said something. Have you reviewed Bcast? No, but I can talk about Bcast right now, actually. So, let's go with Bcast. Okay. So, if you're looking for alternative to like something like podcast.co, I might do something like Bcast. I might do something like that. Now, the question is, what are you doing with your podcast right now? Are you using, hold on, are you using anchor.fm instead? Decide on what you're trying to do right now. But Bcast has some pros and cons, so it kind of depends if you're going to go with that or not. Check it out. So, who asked me about... I think someone on the Facebook group asked me about that. Yeah. So, if I'm doing that right here, it's really basic. I like podcast.co better, but if I'm looking to start as a podcast producer, I'm on a lean budget, I can use Bcast. I just don't like a lot of the functions. That's personally me. If I'm just getting started, I need something, I'm on a limited budget, works out great. What are the pros and cons of Bcast? The pros and cons of Bcast. I mean, number one, I don't like the UI UX components, personally. Let's see. I'm personally liking podcast.co, though. Let's see. I'll show you the difference right here. Right here, this is the difference. Look at the difference in components. The just layout is totally different right here. Totally different. Sound wise is different for just a totally different case study. Bcast and podcast.co are more comparable. Sound wise is if I'm trying to build an entire empire and I'm trying to build out productized services, I'm going to use Soundwise instead. Bcast and podcast.co, totally different. Totally different. So the question is, what are the features you're looking for? Personally, I would still use podcast.co because I also like matchmaker.fm too, by the same creators. So that's why I'm sticking with podcast.co. Bcast has a lot of, how can I put it this way? Bcast could be good in the future. I just find that it's just very basic. Yeah, I'm on Twitch as well. It depends. Where is the spam coming from? What channel are we on? Let's see. Let's see about this. Da-da-da. One second. One second, guys. Mm-hmm. Almost there. Hold on one second. Erica, which channel are you on? Got multitask. Gotta kick some people out real quick. Da-da-da-da. Oh, mine? Really? Okay, so Erica, how's the chat on that channel? Maybe next time. I gotta check for that, Katie. Yep, you're right. That's the one. Oh, so it's on that one. Interesting. Very interesting. Sorry, everyone. Real quick. Had to just block a lot of people. Okay, cool. All right. Good. Took a couple minutes. Sorry about that. All right. So we were talking about, oh, yeah, we were talking about podcast.co and all of that stuff. Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for jumping over on Twitch. A lot more civil. But these things happen. When people are bored on Wednesday nights, these things happen. Okay. Let's do it. All right. So, anyway, if I'm podcasting right now, I would go with some of these. Podcast.co, Bcast, and Anchor. Sorry about all of the distractions. Sorry it took me some time. Okay. Cool. Yeah. If I was, so this is my golden standard. This is what I would say. If I'm going to go with something on Appsumo for podcasting, it's got to be better than something free like Anchor. Okay, that's just something that I have to do. What are the pros on doing another platform besides Anchor.fm? Okay. If I'm running multiple podcasts at the same time and I need it under one dashboard, I'm going to go something with podcast.co or Bcast. If I only have one single podcast, I'm just getting started, I'm going to probably go with Anchor still because I can edit, I can do everything on one platform, and I can distribute everything. And again, it's free. So I'm always looking for features if I'm going to pay for something, especially Appsumo or something like that. I'm going to find out what features makes it more powerful and why I need to do it, if that makes sense, right? That's my thing. So if you're running an agency, you have to do a lot with, you're managing multiple brands. Then I would use some of these other ones. If I'm a solo entrepreneur or I'm one business, I'm going to still go with Anchor. The UI UX is beautiful on Anchor. And again, I would only go to podcast.co. If I'm on a budget, Bcast. Okay. That took me a while. I apologize. Okay. Happy Scribe. Next one up. That was in the chat. So if we're in Happy Scribe and we're going to be doing that, what do we need to look at right here? Okay. For Happy Scribe, again, what are we using this for? This is for transcription and all of those things. I use Rev, but if you're going to look at this, 2 hours of transcription, you would have to bump it up pretty high. But again, depends on what kind of, what are you doing, right? Are you doing micro podcast episodes, micro videos? And then you can get a lot done within the 2 hours and keep it pretty cheap. If you go up a little bit higher, then you're going with a couple other things, right? Happy Scribe, again, I'd still go with Happy Scribe if it makes sense for your business. So the question is, how much transcriptions do you need? The other thing is, and we mentioned this the first time it came around, if you're looking for multiple languages for transcriptions, it's also supported. So it's transcribes in 119 plus languages. Again, if you're in a situation where you needed multiple transcriptions in multiple languages, again, look at that. So that's something to keep in mind. Code Stencil talks about, are we going to talk about Zook? Yeah, we can talk about it. Right after I do last call, I can do that for sure. Yeah, not a problem. Okay. Happy Scribe is there. I'll just talk about this real quick. Better uptime. Better uptime is great. This is especially if you're going to be, if you're working in WordPress and you have lots of clients, better uptime, top notch. Not only that, you can send alerts to tons, in your Slack, email notifications. I would go with that. Go with that all the time, hands down. So again, what's the purpose? What are you going to be doing with it? But better uptime, if I'm going to be running an agency, especially with WordPress, this is essential, hands down. Erica mentions paired with repurpose.io, Happy Scribe would be great. Yes, but also with repurpose.io, if you have the transcriptions turned on from your Facebook Live and it's a public page, I would probably just use that for free first. And then if I need something or a very specific speech or something that I need to get right, then I might use Happy Scribe. But that's a good thing to do for sure. Yeah. Code Stencil talks about better uptime is the best. I get notifications even if my site goes down for a minute. Yeah, just plain and simple. It's a no-brainer. And this deal, no, it's probably one of the best deals of 2020 if you're running a WordPress agency or something like that. Yeah, and you're getting that you can designate if you're going to get the notifications on phone, text, or email. Code Stencil says, yeah, I totally agree with you. Totally agree. Great stuff. Okay. Oh, Daryl was talking about, okay. Let's talk about this. Daryl and Katie, I missed a couple of the things. So if you could put in the chat, let me know if I missed something. And I can ask questions. I can answer questions about any streaming or something like that. Oh, someone asked me one more thing before I switch out of the last call. Well, I'm switching out, but then I'll go back. If you're asking about, streaming, because Restream.io is not on there right now, make sure that you take a look at this product, because you could just do the same exact thing. Again, it might be a little bit different, the integrations and things like that. But if you're looking to broadcast on multiple platforms at once, this is stream up to 20 platforms, including Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Yeah, so alternative to StreamYard, this is good. I like StreamYard for different reasons, different features. But if I'm on a budget, I can't pay, $20 a month or something like that. I mean, this is a good alternative. You have unlimited player hours, 10 live channels. Yeah, this isn't bad. Unlimited output hours. Yeah. And then down here, if I have API access, I could be doing a lot more. So possibly I might get the double. Yeah, that would. Well, I'm not. Yeah, again, I'm not sure if Restream's coming back for Black Friday. Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. But these are some. This is a good alternative right now. Again, depends on, can you wait until Black Friday and see what happens? Also, have you already tried free versions of other things? Restream is still free. But again, try this depending on your needs. I don't want to just say, oh yeah, get this. It depends on what you're looking for. And then I would say yes or no, depending on your needs. But I personally, people are asking what I'm using. I'm using Restream and I'm using Ecamm Live. Yeah. And I'm using Ecamm Live because I'm using my Stream Deck and I'm doing other things with it. That allows me to do quick like overlays and stuff like that. So if you look at it, I can control more overlays like this. You can see that come up on the screen, stuff like that. Also, you can do sound effects. And you can do like. So that's why I'm using that. But if you're using StreamYard or something like that for the basics, I don't see that being a problem. I know we had a question on this one in a second. I think Code Stencil said this, wanted to know about this, so we'll talk about it in a second. Let me bring it up so I won't forget. Anything else anyone wants to know in last call before we switch over? Let me make sure that we don't have any other questions for last call. Let's jump on this one. I think we answered a lot of them. Yay images, again, if you're looking for stock, and I would say really specifically, are you looking for a very specific type of stock photos? And what is the difference between unsplash and things like that, right? You can go to depth to stock photos, all these different types. Think about why you're going to go one over the other, right? Okay, so let's switch over. And we're going to go to the general store now. And I have another video coming out later this week talking about building businesses with Sales Rocks as well. So if anyone missed my broadcast on Sunday, we went through that and Eventi. So watch out for that or watch the other videos. Let's see right here. Okay, so that was the question. We wanted to look at Zook or Zook. Loud and clear communication via asynchronous chats featuring text, voice, and screen recording. Okay, so yeah, connect with your team via text, screen recording, any type of content. Yeah, so the question is, before you get into this, I like the concept of this. It kind of depends on what kind of team what the team dynamics is. I like it. I find that a lot of times people just, hey, Mark, what's going on, man? It kind of just goes back to how does your team work before going anywhere else? I think this could be really good, but I see this being similar to how Stan Upley was. And the reason I say that is not that it does the exact thing, but because it can help the team be brought together, and all of your notes can be compiled into a single channel. I like Stand Uply because it's going to be with Slack instead. It depends on what you're doing and how your team works. Thanks so much, Mark. Awesome work. Thank you so much for supporting, man. I missed you in the stand-up on Monday, but it's great hearing from you, man. I'll be back next week. See, I would love to know your opinion on Client Joy, Eventi, and Sales Rock. Okay, we'll talk about that in 1 second. So, Code Stencil, we talked about this before, or we didn't. You asked me the question. Again, what my fear is, if you try to bring your entire team onto this, what's going to happen? Are they really going to do something like this? Versus, can I use something like Stand Uply that people are using Slack? I like this a lot. The onboarding factor for the whole team to use. It's not a bad amount of things, I guess. 60 screen recordings a month. If I was doing it and I'm really trying to have my team like go over and support it, I'd probably just go with the double and just get the unlimited everything so my team can fully utilize it and I won't be freaking out like that we're getting close to the limit. You're saying volley, or are you talking about Stand Uply or Zook? Erica, we'll get to your question about client joy. And Katie, again, I'm sorry I missed your question, or Daryl missed your question. So let me know if you have questions now, and I'll answer them, or I'll probably connect with you in the Facebook group too. Yeah. I'm writing down notes for you, Katie, just in case you're in the Facebook group, so I can answer the question. Yeah. Yeah, pretty similar. Depends. Depends. I don't think I know enough about volley to answer that question though. That's personal. Personally me. It could be very similar. I just don't know enough about it. I don't think I do anyway. Erica mentions, okay, is it better than one stream? It depends on what you were talking about. If you were talking about the last product, the video one stream right now, I believe, isn't one stream only allowing to repurpose pre-recorded content as live? I'm not sure if it allows you to go live like that. All right, so let's go into... Erica had questions on Eventi, Sales Rocks, and all of those things. Okay, so... Oh, Client Joy. Okay, this is what I'm going to say about Client Joy. You've already got Sales Flare, don't you, Erica? So, with Client Joy, I just... It's about managing your leads, proposals, invoices, clients, all those things. The only thing that Sales Flare might not have is the invoicing, but I think you have Plutio as well. So... Again, it depends on how you're using these things. Client Joy is not bad, and I like how the UI UX looks like if I'm trying to do something like this. But a lot of platforms already have something like that, so I need it to either be even more effective, or I like the UI UX component. If I was just starting and I needed a system to track leads, I would go with Client Joy just because I like how clean it looks. Just because I like how clean it looks, it's great, all of those things. So personally, if I was just getting started, I would use this. The other thing is, though, if you're already using things like Sales Flare, or you've got other client management platforms like Aura or others, I would also say, I would ask before you switch and buy this one, how much are you using of the other platforms before you just go out and buy this? The other thing is Jumple. Jumple was one of my favorite products of 2019 on Appsumo. How much did you use of that? If you have that, right? So if you have those questions or you're asking, those are things that I would consider before just getting this. Again, I like the components, really like how streamlined this platform is. Pros and cons. Pros and cons. But I like it. I like it. All right, next one. You were talking about Eventi. Okay, so I'm a big fan of Eventi if I'm trying to increase user, like, if a lot of people, not really using Sales Flare. I like Client Joy for the invoices. Yeah, and then the next question is, how many invoices are you writing? If you're writing a lot, maybe, but if you're not writing more than 10 invoices a month, you could just use, can't you use just like Google Sheets and do invoices? So again, I'm not saying not to buy it, but it for me, if you're gonna go over there, it's got to be how many clients, how many invoices are you writing to make it worth your while, right? So the other way to flip it is how many clients do you have that you're going to be using it for? Just things to consider. But client joy, again, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Okay, so this was in an upcoming video. I'm not sure if it's coming out, either it came out today or it's coming out tomorrow. Sales Rocks. The reason I like Sales Rocks is you can create your own SaaS company very quickly. Let me show you. GetCyberLeads.com. Okay. So I said this in one of the videos that I just made for Appsumo. But if anyone's heard of Get Cyber Leads, Alex, the guy that runs over there, is great. He does a great, fantastic job. But he's giving you a number of leads for, what is it? Oh, so you have $50 a month. $50 a month. And he gives you like 500 leads for agencies. Now, what is he giving you? Oh, look, he changed it. He changed it. Right here, it was going to take you to an Airtable that shows you a sample of all this. That's interesting. He's changing his site right here. But the reason I bring this up is if I've got something like sales, where is it over there? Where did I just have it? Sales Rocks. Where did I just have it? Anyway, I'll pull it up again. If I had something like Sales Rocks, I can literally make something like Cyber Leads. I make a landing page just like this. And what their deliverable is, I can do the same thing with Sales Rocks. So if I'm looking to create a micro SaaS or a subscription business, I can easily do that with Sales Rocks. Excuse me. I'm getting the software mixed up. Do you do paid consultation? I'm building my own website and I want to start with solid foundation, local business, bootstrap, shoestring. If I have 3,000 customers, I'll be ecstatic. I do paid consultation. Yes, I do. If not, I can drop it in the chat again. I remember, DJ. First of all, okay, there's a couple things. I remember that. So you're stateside now. Okay, a couple things. I was going to tell you this before you moved as well. If you're building this business direct to consumer for pet products, I really think this is important. I really think you can make a killing at this. DJ, I would really make sure you're documenting your whole journey, your entire journey. Because what you have the chance to do is, even if people aren't going to buy all of your food from you, they're going to want to know how you do it so they can replicate it and do that for their animals too. You have a really unique story. And I think not only can you charge for the food that you're going to be producing, but I think people will pay you to know how to do it too. Yeah. Yeah, I would do that. Your story is unique. You have a very interesting history about why you decided to go for organic food for your animals. I mean, just how you're raising the livestock to prepare to have healthy food, people will pay to know how to do that on a small scale for their own farm or their own business. Yeah, that's a really good. I can't wait to hear more about what you're doing. Hit me up. You got my email. Okay. Sales Rocks. Just finished that. I like Sales Rock, but wasn't sure if it was different from Find That Lead. Okay, again, it kind of depends on what you're trying to do. So, Sales Rocks. Where's Sales Rocks? Is that where it is? Hold on. Where's my Sales Rocks? Hold on. I think it's a little bit different, Erica. It kind of depends on what you're trying to do, though. Okay, so let's log in. Okay. Let's talk about this. Okay. So it's similar. It's similar. But the first question I would have is before you even decide to go on Sales Rocks, how often do you use Find That Lead? How about that? And I don't mean that to, you know, what would you think about that? And so the question is before we get into it, I like how Sales Rocks is showing me all my information from the dashboard. So from an aesthetic point, I actually like Sales Rocks a little bit better than Find That Lead. But again, very different reasons why you're going to be using it. Personally. Now, what I use Find That Lead for is if I'm trying to have a prospector list that I'm going to sell to other people, I just Find That Lead. I find that it's a lot more concise. I can make it a lot easier and just be able to sell that right off the bat. If I'm using Sales Rocks, I'm going to be doing this to have the company downloads over here, the contacts downloads, so I can re-aggregate the data and create something like Cyber Leads and create a subscription business like Cyber Leads. That's what I would use it for. You don't have to use it that way. But again, it goes back to how have you been using Find That Leads? Have you been effective with it? Do you like it? Do you need other features that are not covered on Find That Lead? Can you go over here? They're very similar. They're very similar products. They have the email verifier. They have the email sequences. Now, this is in beta. Find That Lead has it fully. But what are you missing out of Find That Lead that you want to try this? Have you fully utilized Find That Lead? But again, I'm just using this because I think it's going to be easier to compile so I can build something like Cyber Leads. That's just me. Okay. Oh, one last thing, Erica, you were asking about, again, sound-wise. This goes back down to features. I just think sound-wise, if I was trying to build a audio first platform, like if I wasn't trying to use like Podio or something like that, sound-wise, you could literally build your entire business on sound-wise. It's a game changer. If you want to have a full audio first experience. I don't think I would use Soundwise as a component of my business because there is so much I can do with Soundwise. I would make it the focal point of my business instead. That's the difference. I can build a community. I'm having landing pages. I'm having a gate where I can have free content versus, paid content. All on one platform. I'm going to build the whole thing on Soundwise if I was audio first. Just a thought. Just a thought. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Also, Big View. Everyone needs a teleprompter. I really think that's going to be good for a lot of people, especially the more videos that you're going to be doing. I see that it being a no-brainer. A lot of people talk about Live App and Video Link. Again, it just depends on the features that are going to differentiate which one you want to go with. Obviously, one's going to be more mobile first, things like that. I think that's pretty much the run of it. We talked about Scribe last time. I think I did a video that just came out with Scribe. Let's see. Vid there, yeah. Yeah, Code Stencil. Soundwise used to be on Appsumo. It's gone now. Sam.ai. I think I have another video coming out later this week. Okay. Switchy. We've been talking about them for a while. Okay. Pixlr, we went through that last time. I can talk about it. But if I'm starting out on Fiverr or I'm trying to do something just as a quick side hustle, I would easily just do that as a one thing that I can be doing. One thing that I'm focused on, I would do it. Oh, if I'm using WordPress as well, the same people, WP Reset. I mean, use that one. Add it to your cart right now. It's going to be great. You know, if you're a WordPress person, you know the pain. You know the pain. Such a good plugin, or it's such a good system to have just in case. AR gear, I have a lot of hope for it. I would just say also too, it depends on, have you already used the free software from Snap and everything like that. I would try that first, see what you think if you're into AR, augmented reality, before you switch over. Just something to keep in mind. What else do I see? Now, the Appsumo Marketplace, I've been seeing some good ones in there too. I think I'm going to do a full episode about this, but you got a lot of good people in the marketplace. Not just because my product's in there. Don't start with me. Better Sheets, my boy Andrew. He's doing a great job there. Really cool. What else did I like? Right here, Teleport Me, the virtual tours. I think that's huge, especially in what's going on with COVID. Definitely, you could do that with local businesses, especially real estate agents. I think you can make a killing doing something with this. I saw something else the other day. A lot of people asked me about creating job boards, and I saw something in here. Oh yeah, nice board. I see this being really huge, especially if you want to create a free job board and then charge for a premium of other listings. You can easily make a very specific niche business using Nice Board. I mean, it's a plug and play. You don't have to learn any coding. It's nothing. Just go. You'll be good to go. Here's another one too, Erica. You're talking about like invoicing. If you really need something like this, look, I got invoices. I got a couple of things down here just all for invoices. So it depends if you've looked at that or not. Look at this. Online spa and salon software makes your daily business operation. Not bad for a year daily. Well, a year. I mean, it's not lifetime, but still. You could probably do a pretty good job with this, depending. You could offer it for a year at a discounted price. Get a bunch of salons to use it. When it goes up in price, you're still baking that into your price. But $119, how many unlimited appointments, unlimited clients? I wonder if I could use this for multiple places, though. It might be good just for one, I guess. Unlimited appointments, unlimited clients. If I hear unlimited clients, I could just put one from all under one account. Hypothetically, I'm thinking. But maybe I might have to do that for individual places. Interesting. Again, local businesses, I think that's a really big opportunity that you can be doing this. I would take a closer look. Yeah, Nice Board again. It's $100. I think the lifetime. Yeah, lifetime right here. What do you got here? Fully white labeled, so it's easy. Boom. Automatic Google jobs and this. Oh, yeah, okay. Integrated e-commerce with Stripe. Perfect, so you can charge. Unlimited email for job alerts for job seekers. I mean, yeah, if I was going to start a quick side hustle, starting a job board in a very specific niche market, you could do it for cartoon voice performers or actors. You can do it for influencers. You could do it for specific types of coders or programmers. Whatever your niche is, you can have your own specific job board that speaks to your audience. Get them signed up. Start building your tribe. Start giving them great information, great leads, and then give them a premium version of getting the premium listings directly to their email or something like that. I'm sure you could use a tagging system or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, I could see that. Something to think about. All right. So, as we wrap up this very unusual Wednesday evening. Yeah, it was very, very odd for a little bit. Let me know what you're trying to build or any other questions with Appsumo before we get going. Let me know. But this is, again, the whole purpose of these live streams, especially when we go into Appsumo, is not to just buy deals, but to focus on how you can start making money utilizing these apps to get to the next level in your business. If you haven't started your new business, are you, trying to create a side hustle? Think about what you're trying to do. This is perfect for you. These deals are very affordable to test your ideas, test what you can be doing. It's great. Can you show more about Eventi? Junior, I can do that. Okay. Rick, it's first time looking at Appsumo. That's, welcome. Yeah, this is good stuff. So let's take a look at Eventi. Let me know, Junior, if there's something specific you're looking for. But, I mean, it's pretty basic. And I did a whole video about this, too. I can drop it in the chat in a moment. But when you're getting started, it's going to ask you to create an event. After you start creating an event, you're going to be taken to the main overview section. What I like about this is I can see what's going on at a glance. I can see if I've imported anyone, the attendees, the invites, the event invitees, all of those things. Also, too, I can look at the analytics and the session insights. Really love this. Hopin or Eventi, I think it's very different use cases. I believe that Eventi is better if I'm using it with something versus if I'm just using it solo. I know some people that use Eventi and they can do it solo, but I personally wouldn't. That's just me. Because I'm using something like Hey Summit or I'm using something else like Hopin, and then I'm using Eventi as the mode of communication with all of the attendees, and I feel like this is a better experience than a lot of the other ones, so I'm using this alongside it. Can you use this? Sure. You would just obviously have it on another platform or have an RTMP that's connected if you're just doing something privately. So if I'm using circle.so or circle.so, you can use Eventi. It kind of just depends. Hopin, it's an all-purpose platform, but I just don't think they have a great system where I like the follow-up and the user engagement personally. Let's see. Rick says, looking to create no-code apps to put on Appsumo. Okay, Rick. I like it. I would be more specific. Because, if you're seeing technicalities, Appsumo is almost all no-code, right? Zapier premiered on it years ago. One of the biggest no-code. So I would say if you're going to go with no-code tools, a lot of times the Appsumo community, what I've noticed, a lot of people don't, I don't know. When you say no-code, I feel like a lot of people it's different if you're from the no-code community going in. So the hook's going to be a little different. Although, there's no-code MVP and everything, but that's just my feeling on it. I could be wrong, but I think it really just depends on what you're trying to help with in their business or life. I know that's so generic. Trey mentions, how can I use Eventi with ViewStub? Well, let's take a look. Let's go with ViewStub real quick. Did I spell it wrong? Okay, cool. Okay, the first thing is, Trey, are you using ViewStub now? That's the first question. The reason I bring that up is, of course you can use Eventi with it if you're trying to increase the user experience and you're using it as an app for them to keep track of everything during the event. I think this would be perfect for ViewStub. But the first question is, what are you using ViewStub right now? And then I would say, what are the gaps that you can use Eventi for? If you look at it, I like the usability. I like the push notifications. I just like the behavior of using Eventi as an app for while you're attending the events. Yeah. Live concerts. Okay, that works out. So, if you're using live concerts, I would use Eventi to really engage with your audience. It depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to hold events and you're benefiting the artist and you're making money that way? Or are you trying to go the other way where you're trying to attract sponsors and you're showing them how good your engagement is by using Eventi? It kind of depends on what your goals are. Yeah. Erica mentions Eventi is the after party. I think you can keep going. Yeah. I think it's just a really good experience that those audiences, the networking that you can do with Eventi is so powerful that it's just a game changer that a lot of other platforms stop after the event's done. And Eventi has the ability for you to build out a community or to take them to the next level after the event. So it kind of depends. Yeah, Rick. Glad that you love learning about these new products here. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Junior, hold on one second. Yeah, let me put the link in the chat for that YouTube video for Eventi. Hold on one second. So what I'm doing also, I can, what am I getting this? Hold on one second. Appsumo Eventi. The Dive In with Doc series, I'm doing a little bit different than my live streams, as you can tell. That one's very specific use cases, but it might help. It might help you. Oh, attention insight? I don't care about that. Hold on. Where is... Maybe it hasn't been here yet? Is it not out yet? What in the world? I thought I had it. Okay, it's not out yet, I guess. Sorry, Junior. As soon as it drops, I could have swore it was out. Dive In with Doc. Hold on one second. Ah, yeah, it's out. It was out yesterday. Hold on one second. Okay, let me grab it. Okay. Let me put it in the chat right now. Grab it. Copy. Am I supposed to call you Junior or JR? I apologize. Here you go. Bam. Hopefully that worked. Let me do it again. There we go. I think, just in case if you're on, I'm not sure what YouTube channel you're on. I just dropped the link twice for Eventi. There you go, Junior. Okay. So, Trey, hopefully that answers your question. Hopefully that answers your question. Let me know if I did. But, yeah, that's how I would use it with ViewStub. So, again, that's personally me. I've used Hopin. I've used Hey Summit. I like those to control the whole event, but I haven't found a better user experience than this one. So Trey brings out, thinks it does. Considering ViewStub and Eventi, what would be a good white label solution I can offer to clients as a service-based business? Service-based business and being white labeled. I mean, to be honest, Eventi can be white labeled. So it depends if a lot of businesses you're servicing need events, I would go with Eventi and offer that. That would be one thing for sure. What else would I do? Yeah, I mean, the other ones we were talking about tonight, you could do white labeled and do the same thing. Let's see. Attention insight, again, white labeled. You could go and do that. Yeah, those were if I'm trying to provide a service and just go white labeled, I would probably do something like that. Again, I talked about Sales Rocks, but I would do that with Cyber Lead, something like that. Yeah, if you have Brand Champ, that's another brilliant, like, that's a business in a box right there. Excuse me, I'm dying. That's pretty much it for right now. I would use. Yeah, white labeled. Yeah, Trey, that's what I would go with. Yeah, JR, no problem. Yeah, let me know what you think, Trey. Let me know what you think. But that, I mean, those three businesses, but it kind of depends what kind of business you're running now. I mean, another thing, I mean, I would use Niceboard and white label that. Yeah, no worries, Ray. What are your thoughts on Client Joy? We talked about it a little bit. Again, depends. If you don't have a platform for leads to keep track of them, I'm all for it. If you already have other ones, check if you're even using the platform first before you buy another one. And trust me, with someone that's bought over 400 Appsumo deals, I know that sounds hypocritical, but I really think it's something to consider before just jumping in and getting another one. Yeah, Brand Champ. I think I'm coming out with my list. I mean, we got 2 more months left, so I haven't put my full top 10 Appsumo deals of the year, but probably Brand Champ is easily top 5, just because I mean it's easy money. It's easy money, hands down. But if I was starting out in what's on Appsumo right now, I mean, again, I would probably go with nice board and just start crushing it either for my own demographic or offer other niche businesses, or even go for other brands that are trying to attract top talent. Have them have their own job board, and again, they're providing a service. They're aggregating leads of potential employees that could work for them. I would sell them that too. I'd sell them that dream. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a nice board probably later this week or something. Yeah, that's what I would be doing. Wiser Notify, again, it kind of depends. Trey, I give you like 3 to 4 businesses. Do any of those sound good to you? I think those are all plausible ways that you could be making extra couple hundred a month. And, you know, as you know, I've been talking about this for weeks, if not actually for months. I don't understand why people don't target event planners and offer being a stream producer for them. There are tons of event planners that still get inquiries for birthdays, for different events, anniversaries, and they can't do it because of COVID, and they're trying to do something virtual. Why don't you just be a stream producer? Charge like you're a DJ. Charge for the day of event. If you're going to do the full, email marketing and everything, charge them a lot more. But if you're going to just be a stream producer for a day, people in the audience, Erica, you know what I'm talking about? It's easily 500. People will pay 500 and they won't blink an eye because you're providing a service and less stress for them. It's proven. We've done it. Stream producers, you can get paid. You can make a business out of that. Like, let's go. And all you have to do is operate Zoom. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Brand Champ has expired, so I'll revert to Niceboard. Stream producing is something I'm looking into, hence ViewStub and Eventi. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's right. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, go do it. People are looking for that service right now. I would start right now, starting taking advantage. Everyone needs their own virtual event. Everyone is looking at conferences or special events for the end of the year. Go do it. Go make that money. It'll be awesome. Yeah, Erica talks about it was a great experience being a stream producer. That's right. Erica is one of our students in the program, so she did a great job. Tons and tons of opportunities right there. Tons of opportunity. All right, everybody. So this has been good. Again, thank you for your time, everyone. It's been a great evening. If you have any questions, let me know. Remember, we do this weekly. We go through a lot of apps in the store. We talk about how you could be making money. If you have questions for your own business, let me know in the comments down below. If you're watching the replay or watching right now, let me know what you're working on, what kind of business that you're trying to scale. Or if you're starting a side hustle, you're already working a 9-to-5 job or a part-time job, and you're trying to see how you can make an extra $2K, $5K a month, whatever. Let me know in the comments down below in what you're trying to do, and I'll try to match up an app that matches what you're trying to do. So again, thank you so much for your time, so much time watching, going through this. If you're on Twitch, Periscope, any of the YouTube channels, on the Facebook, Appsumo group, thank you so much for watching. Again, Thank you for your time, and I will be talking to you later this week. Check out my Dive In with Doc series on the Appsumo channel, or check out Build With Me on my Doc Williams channel on YouTube as well. You just look up DOC, Doc Williams, and you'll see my channel there as well. I'm always doing things with no code or something with business to make you more money starting right now. So again, have a great evening. Thank you so much for taking the time, and I'll talk to you soon.